Hi everyone, Dr. Funk here. Rare opportunity here. I've got a husband and wife here that are both dear patients of mine that we go way back, and just want to have and take this opportunity to have a discussion with them about the surgeries that they've had with me and the time they've spent with me here in the office. So we'll start with you, okay? And so, and our history kind of goes way back, right? We did your nose like 10 years ago, 10 years ago?
9 years ago.
9 years ago,
Yeah.
okay, wow. And I think after that, you had been coming to me for injections for multiple years, for Botox, fillers, things of that sort.
Yeah.
And we just had a great rhythm and a great chemistry, and you've got a great sense of humor. We had some great laughs, and we realized like we're both exactly the same age, born in the same year, and we love alternative rock music and talked about all sorts of things. But I think it's important to note that we sort of began trusting one another, and I talk a lot about that with patients who get injections, and how I think it's great that you come to see a plastic surgeon for injections. Yeah, there's great dermatologists and nurse injectors that are out there, but they're not going to do your facelift or eyelid surgery or things of that sort. So I think when you have the opportunity to develop that relationship through those injections throughout the years, and then when you're ready for that rejuvenation surgery, you have trust, and you've built that up with that surgeon. And so during that time, you had, both of you guys had a big journey, getting healthier, losing a fair amount of weight, okay? And it took time, and it took, I know, a lot of effort. But after you lost that weight, you noticed a lot of changes in your skin, in your neck, in your jowls, in your face. And we started with you, and we did a full face, deep plane face and neck lift, okay?
Correct.
And that was 2 years ago?
2 years ago, actually just a couple weeks, so shy of 2 years.
Yeah.
It felt like my face was, for lack of a way, it felt like it was melting. Like from here down, it just felt like it was sagging so much, and I'd lost so much weight that it just didn't. I knew that there was more underneath, and there was a real double trusting to do it. Really, I will say for the rhinoplasty, I didn't meet any other surgeons. I met you, and that was it.
I didn't know that.
I knew that you were going to be the one who did it, so there was no question about it. And then the injectables that went along with it, there was nobody else who was going to do it. I mean, he knew my face inside and out. So when it was time for the facelift,
so true, right?
I knew that I was going to come to you.
Well, and I mean, it gives me no greater joy than having that trust in patients, and being able to provide them with that care, and gaining that trust with patients. And so the journey with the facelift, I think you got a wonderful result.
I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, you look great, and I mean, I think it just really helped tighten things and helped you kind of look the way you feel on the inside.
Yeah, definitely. I felt like I got to be me again. I smiled again. I did things again. I felt like I do feel like I make eye contact with people when I didn't before. I felt like I was always looking down because I didn't want them to look at me. And then after that, it was just, there aren't even words for how happy I am all the time.
Well, it's wonderful going through that journey with you, and thanks for trusting me.
Yes.
And then you brought your husband in,
Yes.
right? And you went through a similar process with losing this weight and feeling better and feeling healthier, and wanted to reflect that in your face as well. So tell us about your experience, what you had done. We did a deep plane face and neck lift in your case.
Eyelids.
And we did your upper and lower eyelids too.
Nose.
And your nose, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Neck.
I'm sorry. Right, and we did your neck as well.
Did the whole kit caboodle.
That's right. Yeah, that was a big surgery. And so tell us about your experience with it, and how you feel today.
Well, like I said, Will was saying, I lost all that weight, and I just felt like my face was melting. I was embarrassed the way I looked after losing the weight. And when you lose the weight, you want to feel better.
Right.
But when you go through all that, and then all of a sudden you realize, hey, I look worse than I did before. And then I trusted her because I saw the results when she came to you, and I was all in for it.
Yeah. Well, you look great, and your neck looks great, and your eyes look great. I think you look a lot more refreshed and rested, and hopefully you're breathing a lot better, right?
Yeah.
And your nose looks really good, and both of you guys look good. And you had to keep up with her too, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for being such great patients. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your trust. Okay. Absolutely. And I'm sure we'll have many more years together.
Oh, we will, definitely. I wouldn't trust anyone else.
Okay, great.